Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Monday night stream. I hope everyone is fine and well this fine, lovely Monday evening. What have we got today? Well, continuing on, the road to 5 million is the main aim of today, or tonight's stream. So, without any further ado, let's start with any expires we need to deal with. Yep, few expires. Let's pick these up then. Good evening, Fernowell. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How are you this fine Monday? I hope all is well with you. Ooh, we've got some sales, so that's good. Looks like a load of shirts, mainly. Bright yellow rustic workmen's, red workmen's, green lumberjacks, yellow lumberjacks, green workmen's. So someone's going for a shirt achievement. They pretty much bought all the shirts. What else have we got? Intellect for quite a cheap. Lavish feasts, quite good price. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. You're great, excellent, good to hear. Doing very well here, thank you very much. Had a good start to the week, and hoping we can continue it with some good sales as well. Good evening, Mike Flanny, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How is your Monday? We've got some more sales, that's good. Right, let's get the expires out the way. Let's deal with those. Right, what have we got? So we did all the shirts. We've got some critical strikes, very cheap critical strikes there. Intellect platter, rune copper breastplate, and another intellect. Okay, not bad, not bad. 26 items and 26,000 in the mail. Right, well, let's pick those up. Swapped over for my YouTube channel when you got the notification. Hey, Big Andy Utz, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Bullseye, how are you? We're going to just pick up all our gold, mainly from shirts, it would seem. So the main thing we need to do now is get our enchants back on. And let's deal with those next. Let's have a look. Okay. So let's do a post scan of those items. Anything? Oh, we've got some sales of Stone Dark Snail still to collect. Okay, that's going to be good. So run a post scan. So the old Dalaran vendor stuff still is selling, which is always nice. Now Embersilk cloth. Yesterday was a bit of a rabbit hunt, and we never did get some Embersilk. It's dipped back down to 62 gold. But there's only 9 auctions on, so supply is quite low. So I think we're going to have to make sure we go out and get some Embersilk before the end of tonight. So that's going to be one of the things on the agenda tonight. Other things is to just basically try and get enchants on. Enchants are tanking in price, it would seem. But this is not surprising because I've noticed Leylight shard prices have been going down loads, as well as chaos crystals going as low as 50 gold. So Legion enchants are definitely bottoming out for my server at the moment. Now I could try and reset them, but at this stage of the game I'm not sure whether that's a wise decision, having a bigger stock of Legion enchants. So I'm just going to let it run and let my stock run out as I go. Or at least not run out, run low will be the main thing. And if I look at, if we bring that back up again, and we look at Legion enchanting materials, let's have a look. So looking at this, yeah, chaos crystals down to 59 gold. Yeah, it does seem people are trying to dump everything. What else have we got? I mean, it's actually cheaper for me to buy chaos crystal, not chaos, Leylight shards than it is for me to disenchant braces at the moment. And I was able to get that quite cheap anyway, as it was. So there's definitely an interesting downturn here, especially for my server. So I'm just going to keep an eye on things Everything's just gone a little bit sluggish for the moment, so let me just wait for that to come through. Let me just double check there's nothing on in the background actually. Just bring up Task Manager. I wonder if there's anything throttling my CPU in the background, which is probably this, which doesn't need to be running. So let's get rid of that. End task. There we go. Hey Hearth, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Doing very well. You got your TSM 4 today. Excellent. Congratulations. The prices I get on my Embersilk on your server is 169. Never did see the spike other servers got. This is true, Mike. I am unusual on this server for this. But then on the flip side, I was never able to sell chocolate cookies like Pointy Gnome has been able to. So there's always a yin and a yang to the gold side of things. And looking at this, my Chaos Crystal prices have really fluctuated. My average purchase price is still 160 gold for Chaos Crystals. And I've still got 1,200 of them left. I've manually set my mat cost down to 120, but that still doesn't reflect the actual price being a lot lower like this at 59. Hey Brain Damaged, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Now Arcana, looking at this, my mat cost is actually 12 gold based on my averages. Hey Alpha Test 1, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been? And then Leylight we're looking at. Now my mat cost is 38, so we're a little bit under that, so it's okay, we can leave that for now. Let's do a restock with what we have got though. Let's have a look, see if there's anything we can make. Hey the Noxim, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Just got your third druid to 110, excellent. That gives you a nice collection army, that's for sure. I'm doing very well, thank you Alpha Test 1. Just going through our usual bits and pieces. Our profits here aren't particularly great, but haste and mastery are okay. What else have we got? Oh, looks like everything's around to a little bit of a halt. Let's do a restock of the groups and see what we get to. Let's go down to Enchanting and restock. Let's see what comes up. Is TSM live or still in beta? It's still in beta. Damifino, yes. And thanks for stopping by. Yes, it's still in beta. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay in beta for the moment. But, oh, we've got loads of things we can make, which is a good thing. So let's gather these up. Let's move that down to the bottom. All this is going to be from the guild vault, so that's easy enough to pick up. Have we got enough large? No, we've got enough mysterious essences, so that's fine. We'll gather these up. We can getting enough characters for every profession, and you like druids, fair enough, Brain Damaged. If you like them, then go for it. That's what I say. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get every profession, given my change of emphasis onto gold, but we'll see how it goes. Good evening, Z. How are you? Right, let's get our enchants done. This is what I like to see. Lots of enchants. I'm going to move this over here so I can see the bar going across. Elemental Force, Gift of Versatility, then 6 binding of critical strikes, 6 bindings of haste, 6 masteries, and 3 intellects. This is a good thing. I want to get all these on because this means sales, hopefully, and it also means I'm running my stock down, which is what I also want to do, so that I can make my chaos prices more of an equilibrium to the actual market prices. Good, excellent to hear, Z. Doing very well here, thank you. Enjoying the chase for the 5 million at the moment. Trying to get this Brutosaur mount saved up for in time for BFA releasing. Doing okay target wise. We're still slightly below target, but with everything that I'm doing, I think I'll catch up with it later on in the game towards the release date of BFA, because anything I don't do directly gold making is going to be at least contributing to gold making in some form. So whether it's leveling up my alchemy or herbalism or blacksmithing or mining, those will all then give me more opportunities to make more gold closer towards the end. Well, that's the plan, that's the theory anyway, and I'm sticking with it. This is what I like, lots of undercutting competition. So let's get those on. Seems it's still a little bit early. There'll be gold opportunities with the pre-patch. Yes, I haven't even factored that in yet, but I'm sure there will be. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out. Let's go back to the guild vault, because we're going to need to do a whole load of tailoring restocks. Hello, random nice dude. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, okay, on to tailoring. So we should have a whole load of shirts to make. There we go, loads and loads of shirts. Not a massive profit, but I don't mind doing shirts because they're kind of a fun item. So we're going to collect all this one up. You're trying to make some gold. Any tips? My number one tip is to have fun. Do something that you enjoy and find a way to make gold from it. So if you enjoy farming, find a way to make gold from that. If you enjoy professions, like I do, then there's plenty of gold to be made from that. If you enjoy doing order hall missions and collecting the gold through there, there's plenty to do there. If you enjoy doing Mythic Plus runs and selling your services, there's gold to be made there. So it's all down to what you enjoy mainly, would be my main tip. Drop Pencil, how are you? Haven't seen you in a long while. How's things? Right, lots of dye. Well, that's good. Pick all these things up. And then we can get to crafting our shirts. Crafting lots of shirts. Now, some of these will be cheap, but I don't mind because they're fun to do. Feeling all better? Yes, much better, thank you, Ben the Human. That was kind of like from Tuesday through to Thursday, I wasn't feeling 100%, and now definitely come Friday I was thinking, yep, definitely better now. And now that I've had plenty of time to recover, it's all steam ahead on the good ship Mr. Potato. Greetings Ignis, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your gold making going? Red workman shirt, rustic workman shirt, and green workman shirt. And whilst I'm here, how's my bag space looking? It's okay. I could probably do with clearing some of that Suramar Surf and Turf out. Any decent chunks of space in one go? No. Okay, let's pop it here somewhere. Let's pop these down. There we go. Seems a good plan. Been burning yourself out on WoW, so to be honest I haven't had the enthusiasm for it. That's fair enough, see. Oh, I just came home from work. Okay, Ignis. Coupled with chaotic IRL lately means you've made maybe 100k in a month's tops. It does happen, Z, it does happen. It's down to whatever time you can put into the game. That's the way things are, really. Just selling stock that's in the mailboxes because all your guild banks are full. Yeah, I know that feeling, Ignis. Definitely trying to organise my stock is always a trouble. Right, that's a bit more space. There we are. Also, competition Competition seems to have jumped into your niche markets. Oh no, caps failed. Don't worry about that, Z. It's a shame when your niches get sort of grown into, because they're nice when you've got them. I know I certainly experienced that myself directly, but you know, nothing lasts forever. Right, how are we doing for restocks here? Oh, we got back into lavish feasts. That's good. So let's make the Faranar Fizz, Labicue Ribs, and Barracuda. Done with the mining stuff. You have around 15,000 pyrite ore, and you have no idea how to craft it. Now, isn't pyrite one of the things you can do with the alchemy thing that Jack was suggesting? Where's that list that I had? The alchemy list. Pyrite you can make into pyrium bars, is it? Primals, that's Saronite. Titan steel, no, it's not that one. Where is it? Can't see it on the list. It was elemental bars, is it? And volatile earth. Okay, thank you, Fen. You can make true gold out of it. Ah, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But there's only so much of it you can make. I gather. Speaking of gathering, let's just gather up those. Collect that up. And then back to the crafting. We can make all of those. Pickled storm rays. See, I think the chef's hat is confusing. TSM now because it thinks they're still in the list. So lavish feasts, I need Barracuda, Drogbar and Koi. Barracuda, need 2 of each. Barracuda, Drogbar and Koi. They're all a profit, so I'll do that. And then that's gone again, so we'll do that off. Pickled storm ray going to take off manually, and the platters we've done, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to regather those and we'll fix that up, gather those items. That's the problem when a farm seems very good and you don't craft with it because you think you'll do it tomorrow and you have endless stock of it. It seems overwhelming. Yeah, I guess once you go too much one way in stock, then you're having to re-go the other way just to try and get rid of things. Okay, so this isn't quite updating as it looks like it should. But I know this is done now, so I'll clear the queue manually and then we'll go back and post those on. Might as well keep on with our restocks, our normal restocks. Right, and another post scan. There we go. Hey Braindead, wish you could make as much gold as I do on Craftables. Your realm, too many of the crafters post way below. Yes, that does happen sometimes. I often find it with enchants. They go up and down, up and down. Yeah, way below cost. The thing is, you never know how much someone's actually selling something for. Not selling, you don't know how much they're getting the materials for, and also they might even be just ignoring the farming costs and not taking into the opportunity cost, which happens a lot, definitely. After the auction house takes cut, yeah, A new realm is an idea. You could just basically sidestep to another market, leave them to it, or you could try and control the prices of the materials that make the things that you're making. So try and go like a step underneath them. So rather than worry about the things, maybe try and push up the price of the things that make the things. That might give you more options, and it depends how fast moving they are as well. Would be another thing. You can manipulate it more when they're fast moving. If they're quite slow moving things, then it's difficult when someone comes in and sweeps out all the sort of profit margins. It is difficult. And unfortunately you can't change the way some people think. So you are limited in that respect. Right, we did Legion Enchanting. Cooking ingredients, I think we could probably do with a bit of... Actually, no, what I'm going to look for is the treasure finding. If I can spell it right. Hold on, we'll have it in our lists here. Prolonged power, Embersilk, where is it? Treasure find, there it is. Argent Dawn, okay. Well, that does tend to be certainly a very populated server, and people tend to throw all their transmog on there, I know that much. But I know there's quite a few people who are on Argent Dawn around, Emery being one of them, so maybe you could pick their brains about how they deal with it. Titus, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Had a great day here, thank you very much. Hope you're well and happy in the gold making front. Now, do I buy one of these, because they are quite tough to get all the ingredients to make one at the moment. It would cost me about 958 to make one, so I'd be losing 320 gold by buying one off the auction house. On US, okay. Completely different matter then. Is Argent Dawn on US a roleplay server like it is on the EU? Are they the same type of servers? Alright, I'm going to leave that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this without the potion of treasure finding. How much space do we need? Let's clear up some of this space. Let's get a few of these bits in here. There we go. Yes, it is. Low pop. Okay. What have we got here? Loads of things. Highland spring water, massive turkey leg. These are just weird items I'm not sure what to do with. Fire water I like to keep. We've got a few other bits here which are going to be useful for popping in. Where was it? Ghost iron ore. It's there. That. And then we've also got all of those. The Hycelian we need to obliterate. Oh, we've got some pyrite ore here. And some blackrock ore. That's going to be useful. Luminous shards we need to keep. Probably don't need all of these. And probably don't need all of those. The volatiles, eternals we can get rid of. And the sorceresses. Primal spirit soulbound. And then volatile earth, volatile air, motes of harmony. We can get rid of all of those. That leaves me with a bit of tailoring stuff to drop in if I've got any space, which I don't have a lot of space. Let's put one in, and then cooking. A bit of cooking space we need. big gamey ribs, slice of bacon, musk and butter, Moskill. No, run out of space. Probably do with putting some of this in my reagent bank, actually, thinking about it, rather than in here. But we're here now, so let's just keep that all dropped in for now, and Hypnotic Dust can go in. That leaves me those, my normal cooldown bits and pieces. Right, that shirt needs to go on, but we'll just pop it in here for now, just to clear the space. And Drain or Enchanting we don't actually need anymore, we can get rid of that. There we go. Right, okay. Let me just check up on chat. You have all professions at 800, all but 3. Nice, Brain Dead, that's good. You have a dedicated guild bank slot for leather, ores, enchanting mats. Every one of those is in a single group with a warehousing operation. You just need one clip per tab to get everything back into the guild bank. Also have a mailing operation for those stuff. So when you farm it, you just need to click send mail. Okay, Ignis, that sounds like a plan. I'm going to have to go through that and sort something out. You make absolute sense, Ignis. I'll look into warehousing, definitely. Good evening, Pointy Gnome. How are you? You make most gold between expansions with leveling stuff like Water Drainer or Enchanting, Shoulder and Leg enchants. You're just fishing, Titus. Excellent. Hey, Mama Kinder, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And did anyone hear about that in the expansion, able to fly, you may have to have both Alliance and Horde Toon? Ooh, I hadn't heard of that, Brain Dead. And I've literally just faction changed Awakening over to Alliance as well, which is going to be a bit of a pain if that's the case. But I guess them's is how things go. I wonder if you need to, didn't they say, I mean, I'm not a BFA expert, I remember them saying in the developer Q&A early on that once you've done all the content on one faction, you can then get to play the other side, but not have to change faction to do that. Oh, it's just displayed like that in the beta, okay. Yeah, I'm not fully... where do I want? Twilight Highlands. Should be able to tell because it's got the big tower in it. Saw a video, can't remember who it was, he was saying it'd be like Legion flying, but they may want you to do things in both. I wonder. So we're not doing this the most efficient way by not having the potion of treasure finding, but we're going to do it with Samadan as he is. Good evening, Jack. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was your Monday? Did I press the right button? No, I didn't. There we go. Unlock. That's the one we wanted. So we're starting things off with an early Embersilk farm. Yeah, they won't force you to play both factions. I can't imagine they would. Oh, we had a nice day off. Excellent. I was working myself, but now I'm back in the land of Azeroth. Amazing new document for some flipping items. Oh, excellent. Hey, our Speed, how are you? Are you sat on the floor? Yes, I am. Of course you can, Jack. All knowledge is sharing, that's for sure. Right, so we're going to do this Embersilk farm. What do I do for a living? I am anything to do with computer graphics. I've basically had a hand in over the years. So I've done all the sort of 3D computer graphics side of things. I've done things from computer games, I've done things from commercials, I've done things for film, all sorts of different things really, but all around the area of computer graphics. That's my thing. And I've had a lot of fun doing it over the past... Okay, we're going 25-man heroic. Yes, it's a lot of fun, Lagoria. Yeah, Jack, you need to make a blog post page. Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's see if we can run through this relatively quickly. Dipperblogspot.com. Yeah, that's a good idea. Very good idea. So I'm not too worried about sort of like speed running this or anything like that. We're just literally picking things up. He's going to pick up these ones over here. Oh, they've walked off already. I have to wait for them to come back. Usually I try and catch them before they come out. The main thing here is just to pick up some Embersilk, really. Yeah, your documents are good, Jack, definitely. Try out something like Blogspot, see how it runs out. Get your own domain. Definitely. Good evening, Danny. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, they're coming back. Let's go have a look. Let's catch them before they turn round. And the rest will come and run towards me. And we'll pick that up. Another 5 Embersilk. Now, obviously, we haven't got the potion of treasure finding for this time, but that's fine. We're just going to see what we can get in this lot of runs. Have a little bit of a cold. Oh, sorry to hear that, Danny. I hope you get over it soon, or it's not too much heaviness on you. Looking at getting pointy no dot meat. Oh, that's nice. Not sure what to put on there. Yes, it's always handy having a website. I would recommend it. Let's reset. We haven't got Loot Appraiser on, so we're doing this manually. There's only going to be... I'm only going to quickly go through these. My main goal here is literally just to try and get at least a stack of Embersilk to help out with Hydral Expedition bags, and also to sell a stack of the stuff, because the price is still up at Formula Enchant Bracer. Get a load of that. Load of those. Wait for those to come over, and then do another one of those. All the cheers went away. Oh yes, they do seem to reset it weekly. Unfortunately, I think Twitch is trying to encourage people to do more of them. Don't feel you have to, of course. You made yourself a level 90 twink to do the dungeons. To body pull most of the trash. You can still two-shot them whilst being invincible. Speeds up your runs 10 out of 10 solo. Okay. Yeah, I mean, body pulling them is the way that people tend to do it, isn't it? They literally just collect them all up in one go, and then run back to one point, and then come back. Oh, that was quick, Jack. Cookbook.co.uk. That's a nice one, definitely. Yeah, I was thinking of putting all my my little real-time board images all onto one website. I thought that would be quite cool. Yeah, Samadan would be quite nice, Pointy. Although I have got SamadanPlaysWow.com, so I've at least reserved that one. I just need to put something on it now. Ooh, something purple in that one. Painbow would make. Hey, do you know what Gumdress? He scammed me. Oh, come back, come back. Really need to take time to work on your pet projects, but it's a whole load of work. Yeah. That's the thing with pet projects, Pointy, is they do take up time. But that's the fun point in them as well. Did I get everyone? Yes, I did. So I'm not collecting all these up in one go just to make sure that I loot everything and I can see all the sparkly stuff more easily. Because I do often miss things. Because I can see some over there which I need to pick up. Alright, we kicked that in one area. Okay, that's everything. Right, let's head back out. Trouble with this is I always forget how many instances, without Loot Appraiser, I forget how many instances I've done. And so when it comes to the 11th one, I try and run back in. I end up just rezoning back out. But that's easy enough. I'm just trying to keep my add-ons down to a minimum at the moment, so I don't really bother with certain things. Basically, what you'd like to make is a compendium of all the dungeon group farms you can do, items that drop, prices updated via API calls, wow, how to farm which routes and take information on classes, gear, items for use for it, wow. That does sound pretty comprehensive. I wouldn't have streamed, you'd share my super secret Embersilk farm with you. This raid farm is so slow. Is it? Yes. So you find yours, is it with multiple characters? Hey Mini Ninja, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Doing very well here, thank you very much. We're just doing a little bit of a Embersilk farm just to try and make sure we've got enough Embersilk so that we can at least sell one stack, because the prices are amazingly high on my server at the moment. And we also want to make some high-jewel bags as well. So that's the main thing. I mean, Embersilk is currently at the massive price of 60... Did we pick everything up? Let me just check. 62 gold per cloth. That's per cloth. So if I can sell a stack of it... the hydro bags are up on price. Yep, I sold one last week for 8,000 and something. So it's a decent enough profit on the hydro bags. They don't sell as often, obviously, as hexweave bags. Dipping into hot making. Good evening, Commander Bond. How are you? Got to pull one. There we go. Let's go there. You can do it alone. With 5 men, it's just crazy. Like 6,000 raw gold per hour from selling everything, even Embersilk except rares. Potions, you can get a lot of volatiles and pyrite. Oh, okay. That's a bit far away, actually. Didn't really want to go this far. But there we go. We've done it anyway. And they're all waiting for me. But the spot got nerfed. Okay, the mobs are immune to taunt, so you can't AFK them. Dipping into gold. Yeah, I like the dipping into gold. And the trogs in Deepholm. Okay, so there's some options. I mean, the good thing about this one is I can literally do it fairly quickly for my standards, and at least just pick up a few things. It's self-contained, it's easy to get to, and I don't get overwhelmed with loads and loads of other sort of trash bits and pieces. You're about to do some of the Bastion farming yourself? Yes, it's one of my favourite spots. Not that I have a great pool of spots to choose from in my experience, but it's one of those ones that I'm doing situationally at the moment simply because Embersilk is so expensive right now. So I might as well try and capitalise on as much as I can. Should you put the word WoW in it? Yes, definitely, Jack. WoW Gold is a good keyword. Or WoW Gold Guide. Always works for good hits. Do we get any more? No, wait, forget these ones. Or WoW Gold Farm is obviously another big one. But that would only really apply if you're actually doing gold farming. There we go, right, everything. That was quite quick, that one. There we go. Gold making. Ooh, it can be either, Jack. I tend to put it as just the one word itself. Oh, you hit the 2 million gold mark forever. Excellent, congratulations. Oops, pressed the wrong button. I meant to press the chef's hat button. Congratulations, that's brilliant. Alright, I've lost track of how many we've done, so without loot appraiser, we'll just keep on running it until it stops loading. Right, okay, another one. See, I do get bored doing too much of one farm, so I'm glad I don't do too many of these. Just going to run through. I do like the AoE of a priest though, and the long range of that spell. It does make this quite good fun. There's always one, isn't there? There it is. Hey Costa, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How has your Monday been? Hope all has been good? Alright, there, did all that, and back we go. You had 4 nerves pulled out your mouth today. Ouch! Sorry to hear that, Mini Ninja. I hope you're on the mend and it's not too painful. Hey Pansless, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. You farmed titanium last night and Eternals on Winter Grasp and lasted about 30 minutes. Yeah, all depends on what your tolerance levels are for them, isn't it? Let's try another one. We had second Pinkster Dag. Now I have to explain that one, Costa. What is second Pinkster Dag? You need to keep. I want to keep the speed boost going. Okay. You're crying at the dentist. Yeah, I think I would be crying too, Mini Ninja. It does sound very painful. Dry socket or a dead tooth? Painful is what it sounds. What was it yesterday? Sunday. Took them 6 bottles of Novocan to pull them out. Ouch. Oh, they've run off again. Okay. I missed them. Let's do these ones. Wait for them to come back. Ah, it's Pentecost. Ah, right, okay. Thank you, Ignis. Okay, they're coming back. They run quite quickly, these ones. Like a Christian day. Okay. Not being religious myself, I'm not familiar with the festivals. Okay. Running along in my chef's hat. Second Pentecost Day. Oh, okay. So do you celebrate that? What do you do for Second Pentecost Day? Is there anything specific? Any rituals involved? Let's try another one. Yeah, you have second Christmas Day as well. Fantastic. Yep, still got another one. This in Twilight Eric. Instance locked. Scheduled. Ignore that. Collect up those. Second Oster. That sounds cool. But no bank holidays. Oh, okay. Well, there's a pro and a con to that then, because we've got 2 bank holidays on in May, which is really nice. We've got another one coming up next Monday. Right, that should be all of them. Yep, let's head on back out. How are we doing? We've got 2 full stacks of Embersilk. We did have some on us already. Do you have Family Day? No, we don't have Family Day. That's an interesting one. I think every day should be Family Day. That sounds awesome. Right, I've got a feeling I should be close to my limit by now. Let's try that. Have you got any more? You call Family Day the weekend, yeah. Which we used to decorate your new house. Pick up the keys on Friday. Excellent, Big Andy. Congratulations. A load of things to pick up. And any more here? Yep, a few more over here. Right, okay, off we go out. On the bank holidays, vended in a blink. Only Hypnotic is good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't imagine I'm going to use a lot of these greens and things. I'm going to probably just vendor most of them. Oh, there we go. We're done. That's all of them. So what have we got? Let's have a look. Okay, loads of junk. These were probably anything under 1,000. We're going to either disenchant or yeah, anything with Hypnotic, which these do have a good chance for. We're going to disenchant. We've got two full stacks, which according to this would be 12,000 gold for a stack at 62 gold per lot. There's only 9 auctions on, so let's head back to Stormwind and have a look and see what we can do with these. The nice purples. Hypnotic is worth a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be disenchanting some of these. Right, let's have a look at my loot. Okay. So the junk we can do. TSM vendoring. I don't tend to use TSM vendoring for this actually. Let's just do it my normal way, which is a little slower, but I do like to just make sure I'm only clicking on the things that I'm clicking on. And I missed a few, so we'll go back because it's a little bit slow. There we go. Yes, I could use quick sell, but I don't always trust myself with it, weirdly. So I end up just going through it manually like that. Okay, so let's go through each of these and decide whether to disenchant or sell them. So disenchant value being 50 is a definite. And a 40 for that. And a 40 for that. 50 for that. 50 for that. Didn't get it for that one. And oh, that's less so much. That gives me a maelstrom. Not really worth a lot. So difference wise, I'm going to vendor that one. I'm going to vendor that one. And hypnotic, I'm going to do jewelry the same. Do that, do that. And I'm going to vendor that one. Consumables, Highland Spring Water, Massive Turkey Leg, Sparkling Oasis Water. Now the weapons. Weapons can vendor for a fair amount. Sometimes I think it's worth, even though it's a little bit less, just to take the raw gold on these. Because gold in your pocket can sometimes be quite nice. Have I already got one on the auction house? No, there's none on the auction house for that one. The region sales 372 though, so I'm not sure. Okay. See, told you. Yeah, pretty much. I think you're bang on for that one. So we've got Soul Blade. That seems like it would possibly sell, but it's got quite a high vendor sell price on that one. So I'm going to go with vendoring these over anything else, because I don't want to be clogging up my bags with a lot of stuff. Now that's artificially inflated for my server. That's not going to sell like I think it would. And that one's a hypnotic, I suppose it's a 13. So, and we did get some recipes. Formula enchant bracelet agility. The price is pretty high, but we'll try and sell that one. I already know it myself. And that one requires jewel crafting. Okay, design a subtle alchite. Interesting. Watch your back. Okay, so those recipes need to go into a group. Let's try having a look at our groups. So those recipes would probably go into something like this, just as a random one. Now I don't have jewel crafting, and I'm nowhere near getting jewel crafting. So I'm going to try and sell this recipe for now. And this one I already know, so I'm going to try and sell that one as well. See what they go for. And then we've got another lockbox we need to probably put away. Obliterates, no, I need to go and do them. But thank you for the reminder. I will need to do a visit to Dalaran. Let's just pop this lockbox with the others. Okay, and then we can go post these on. Maybe do a few other little chores. I need to maybe do some... Oh, I need to do some daily cooldowns. That's what we do need to do. So let's get that lot on. Auctioning, run a post scan. So Embersilk cloth. We've got the design on for 1,200. 3,400 for that one. My bank is a mess again. Yes, yes it is. Although to be fair, it never got that tidy apart from my cloth, which is still tidy. I've at least got that one tidy. So roast beef. Okay, well let's try it. You never know. Right, Embersilk cloth, 1 stack of 200. Let's attempt to sell that. And the subtle alakite and the bracer agility. Okay, let's try those. And then cooldowns. There we go. Okay, you have a question? If I was looking to start fresh on a new realm, would you go RP or normal? No, only 1 stack coster. I don't want to put too much on in case it doesn't sell, because it's got quite a high listing fee anyway. I'm just going to put the 1 on for now and see how it goes. And I'll keep the rest if I need Hydraul bags. Would I do RP or normal realm? I would possibly try an RP realm just to see if it was any different. But just out of curiosity more than anything else. And yeah, apparently transmog is better there, but to be honest, everyone seems to think that. So I bet you there's a lot more people trying to sell on a RP realm. So I think you get a kind of like a mixed bag with that. Tailoring, hexweave, create. So we can make a hexweave bag. We've got enough for that. How are hexweave bags looking? 2,200. My minimum's 409. That's way too low. Oh, and all cloth went on there. Oh, in the guild bank. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I've kept hold of it. Let's do both transmog and some craftables. Well, in which case, Braindead, I would consider a RP realm for that reason. If you've got some transmog, if you like selling transmog, then that would be the thing to do. So hexweave bag going on for 2,199. That'll do for now. That'll usually be a good sale. At least that's 2,000 pretty much guaranteed. And then looking into where's our cloth? Yeah, our cloth tab's actually full, which is a bit of a shame. That's because we've got so much Shalderai silk and we've not made it into anything, and you can't make it into bolts. So that's kind of we might need a second cloth tab, because I know I've got some bits here, silk cloth kicking around. Got some thick leather there. Still needs sorting, still a mess. Let's not go into that too much for the moment. Yeah, silkweave satchels I have got as a crafting operation. They're obviously not a profit for me at the moment. From looking at TSM. Let's go back, groups, and then back to crafts. Let's have a look. The satchels themselves, God, this has gone really slow. Please bear with me as I scroll through this. In fact, that's so slow. I'm going to switch to this. silkweave satchel and do it here. So the crafting cost is actually saying there's 113 gold profit. The crafting cost is 385. They're currently going for 498. 113 is reasonable enough for me to maybe think about, because my minimum price is 428. So really there should be a crafting operation for those. Let's just double check. Why aren't we making those? Have we got any on us? No. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Why aren't I making those silkweave satchels? I'd assumed that they were too cheap, but there is a profit to be had there. Bags, silkweave satchel times 12, group operations, crafting, go into the settings of this. There's my profit there at 200 gold is my minimum, and the profit is currently looking at 113 gold. So if I were to change that to 100 gold and then do a bags restock, now the silkweave satchels come in. Now potentially 1,300 profit according to that. Let's give it a go. We've got the spare silk. We're not in any need of it for bracers at the moment, so it's a good use of the silk for a profit. Let's try it. Transmog is what you make your gold from now. You like to do a bit of both, not just 5k transmog. Just takes a long time to repost. Yes, this is true, Braindead, it does. When you've got a lot of items. I'm finding this with my crafted gladiators stuff. It does take a while. And then the other thing to check with these satchels, I haven't sold any in a while, so I got no idea what the sale rate is going to be on these. But there's no harm in giving it a try, because the market will have changed depending on what people are doing these days. People are still leveling alts. See, this hasn't gone down, unfortunately. Sell pretty fast on your server. Yeah, I've certainly had some good success with them, Danny. How many have I sold? 316. So with an average sale price of 718. Ooh, I ran through a Blingtron. Hello, Blingtron. And let's have a look. Silkweave sat. I'm sure I've got one as a favourite. No, I haven't. Silkweave sat. Okay, so we're at 498. This is actually 111% of DB market for me. Region market's 477, so the price has gone down a fair amount. So we're not going to try and reset the market on these or anything crazy. I'm just going to post them up. Okay, run a post scan. You made just 50k so far today on Transmog. You like to make more gold. Well, 50k is pretty good, Braindead. I'd be quite happy with that amount. Right, there we go. 12 on. Let's give that a go. Right, okay. Other things we haven't done is Nomi. We'll need some wildfowl eggs. We need to go visit Nomi because they're all done. So is my world quest. We need to stock up on those. Then we need to start going through our other characters. Wildfowl eggs. Let's pick up 178. Right, and off to Tailoring. Hey Dex600, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Doing very well, thank you very much. How's your Monday been? Hope it's been well. We're currently just going through a few maintenance bits and pieces. We've done all our restocking on our main character Samadan whilst flying into a wall. Oh god, I can't fly. Right, here we go. There we go. Just had a chilled one. Nice. Okay, Nomi. Is it me or does Nomi look smaller? Has he shrunk? Oh, got some prepared ingredients. That's enough for something. I'm sure that's our 10. Where's Pierre gone? There he is. And then we'll go and do... he lost weight. Yes. He can't... he's having trouble with his cooking. There we go. That's all those done. No, he's disappearing. He definitely looks smaller. It's not just me, is it? Well, everyone looks smaller. Have I just gotten taller? Must be the chef's hat. Reverting back to small Nomi. Can you imagine that? Just kind of like in these big oversized clothes where you've got a little Nomi peeking out from underneath. That'd be brilliant. There we go. And then now before I run in here, I just want to quickly check the map, see if there's anything nice. There's an invasion on. Not much good to me here. There's 10 bacon there. Could possibly be useful. Nomi didn't burn so much food when it was small. I never really encountered Nomi in Pandaria because I missed the expansion. I'll have to go back. Anything to collect? One completed. Really aren't doing much at all on our missions these days. McCrae armor set. We've done all the 925s now. We need to do some more Argus things. We just haven't bothered. Even though this is 138%, I've been tempted to do that one. That's as best as I can get. Let's give it a go. Well, it's still 963 gold, so it's worth doing that. He was better before, back then, was he? Just going to double check I haven't got anything I need to make zealots wise. No. What about the other ones? I hate the run cycle when you're in the order hall, priest order hall. It's this weird run cycle. It's like boosted speed run cycle. It's very strange. Right, okay, we've still got the garrison to go to. We've still got, I'm tempted to go get that bacon, because it's a 10 bacon. Free bacon and all that. Whereabouts is it? Let's go have a look on the map. How far away is it? It's in Stormheim. Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay, there we go. Ah, thank you, Dak, for the follows. Very kind of you. How's the grind going so far? Well, for me personally, I try to make sure it's never a grind. So I try and do things that are varied and enjoyable for me. I'm going to get a actual flight just to stretch my legs out. Bacon's over here, so we're going to get a flight over there. There we go. Yes, that's my belief anyway, is to make sure that it's I always have it in the forefront of my mind. Make sure it's still enjoyable. This is a game after all. Oh, you end up with 3 stacks of Embersilk. Excellent, Commander Bond. Did you use a potion of treasure finding? That's one thing I didn't do with Samadan on that run. Once Awakening's got the ingredients to be able to make potions of treasure finding, then that's going to be a lot more sort of tempting to use one. But for now, I'm just making use of the raw Embersilk run as it is. But still, it's all good stuff. Suramar really is quite beautiful when you look at certain areas like that. That forested area. But it was tough. I remember when I first went there, all the mobs hit really hard. Character still has half an hour left. Well, we'll park until tomorrow. That's a good idea. If you're not going to need to do any more on that character. Or I hear a lot of people go off and farm volatiles is the other thing they tend to do. Right. We're back. Let's go find... There's a chest there. Let's go pick that up whilst we're there. Oh, okay. We'll do that as well. Might as well. Seems to have aggroed everything, so... Slightly, not quite the path I was planning, but there we go. There we go. Frothing essences are done. There we go. You do a multi-day farm on your tailor. Yeah, it's a good idea. Right, where is this quest? Should be right next to it. Slab of bacon over this way. Don't need to do a world quest finding for it. Where are you? Well-fed muskin. One of those. Do that one. I'm not sure what to farm to make. Should do some cooking as well. Oh, I love doing cooking, definitely. Especially if you've got Pierre in the chef's hat. It does make it a lot more fun. And if you haven't got those and you're into cooking, I would recommend seeing if you can do the Epicureans Awards to collect that one up. Then go on the Druid and farm a couple more treasure finding potions. Good idea. What did we pick up there? That was Blingtron. Oh, we got some Hexweave cloth out of that one. That's nice. Oh, we forgot to do our Obliterating, Thessalian. Okay, we're going to have to... Let's just pop at a flight back to Dalaran. Forgot to do the Obliterating. There, you got the hat, got all the recipes as well, apart from one. Excellent, Dak, you're in a great position then. You sell one and use the other. That's a good idea, Commander Bond, I like that. I'm going to have to think of doing something similar with Awakening, because there's a bit of profit on those, which is always good. I'm really looking forward to fleshing out Alchemy and getting some profit going on them. I need to make sure I make some time to pop over to Awakening before the end of tonight's session. What else did we have here? The armour we picked up. Hide shell leggings of the Fever Fair. Currently market value 1,400. Weird. Just crafted. What have we got? Just doing Legion invasions, some juicy order resource rewards, quick to complete. That's good forever. It's good for nether shards as well. If you're ever into getting some nether shards and selling some chaos crystals, Legion invasions are good for that. A couple of lion hearts, nice 65k-ish per weapon there. Excellent, Danny. Like that. How do you make the lion hearts? Is that that's the Mr. Pandaria daily cooldown one, isn't it? I remember people mentioning that. Right, over here. Been using the shards to try and get some speed set pieces. Okay. Now that your alchemist is aligned to get better synergy on all your professions, yes, definitely Commander Bond. That's exactly how I'm finding it, which is really cool. Okay, over to you, Hessalian. Auto select. Is my keybind still working? No, seems to have fallen over again. Seems to happen. Easy obliterate, key binding. No, it is oh, I've got numlock off. There we go. Go back. Oh, okay, return to game. Try that again. That's auto select. Hessalian 5. There we go. Let's obliterate. Good evening, Gwendolyn. How are you? Good luck on the 5 million. Thank you very much. Really going to buy it? Oh, most definitely. It's a fantastic looking mount. Sort of thing that I'd really enjoy playing around with. And I like the fact that I can go off and just park near any mailbox and use an auction house. Have I tried the Ruby Sanctum farm? No, I haven't, Forever. What's that one? Good evening, Gold Queen. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, we've got quite a lot of Hessalian here to obliterate, which is going to be good. Looking forward to getting this into Obliterum. It's a skinning farm. Okay, tons of Borean leather. Right. Okay. So, whereabouts would I go with my Demon Hunter's the skinner for that one? Borean leather. Icy dragon scale and the ice fur. Okay. So Borean leather, icy dragon scale. Would that be Northrend? I'm thinking somewhere. Right. Cats are snoring. Ruby Sanctum is under Wormrest Temple. Okay. It was a post ICC raid. Okay. Thank you, Gold Queen. Wormrest Temple, right you are. Okay, so it's teleported straight there in Dalaran. Okay. In old Dalaran, I imagine, yes. So yeah, I could do with extra fur farms. I haven't really done a lot of... in New Dalaran, okay. Oh, in the basement. Okay, yeah. You like going there with your monk? Excellent. Cool. Yeah, I haven't done many fur farms other than the Sumptuous Fur Farm is the only one I've really done. And potentially the goats is the only other one I've done with Earth. And really haven't expanded on my... What are these two coming in from? Travelling Trader and the Fixer. That was weird. See, even has some nice BOEs too, along with the leather. Okay, nice. I'll have to mentally add that to my list of things for Earthen to do for skinning. Currently concentrating on, well, the main event, Samadan, and then getting Awakening skill and alchemy cooldowns all sorted. Material lack thereof on this server seems to be an issue. It's Horde Trade Mammoth NPCs. Okay. Fastasia, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Thank you for that. I did wonder what they were. They just appeared and then disappeared. Obviously they were red, so I'm imagining they were Horde. Very fast farm too, okay. It's one run, takes 1 minute per run, and you run out and reset. Oh, okay. Sounds reasonable, definitely. If you leave the bosses. Yeah, okay, so that was a whole load of ash we picked up. Let's turn this into Obliterating. Excuse my mouse clicking. Assuming that's yeah, you don't touch the bosses. So the reason you don't touch the bosses is because you can't reset it, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Just double checking, because I don't want to give other people false information if I got it wrong. Alright, making loads of Obliterating here. Oops. Another load, and we'll be in good shape. We'll post this lot of Obliterating on. Stacks of 8, I believe we're doing them. So we'll head back to the auction house with these. Oh no, we need to go to a Garrison next. Pick up some more hex weave. Which probably means we also need to go to... Oh no, we've got some sumptuous fur here. So that should be enough. So what do we get there? 57 Obliterating. Where's it gone? No, 69 Obliterating we've got. Currently at 498. So if we sold the 69, that would be 34,000 gold. Which would be lovely if we can sell that. We've sold 90. Last sold 6 days ago, so we haven't done any in a while. Oops, ignore that, there we go. Oh yes, the Dark Moon Firewater, yeah. New mouse yet? No, I haven't, Commander Bond. I might need to get one because the right mouse button is starting to play up on this one. I have to start investing some of the lovely donated money that Pointy Gnome sent my way, and think about my PC upgrades. Try and order things out a little bit. I'm terrible at spending real money sometimes. Okay, any things we have here? Garrison resources. More Garrison resources. Rush order, that's good. Okay, let's pick up... Okay, let's just pick up the armor upgrades then. And the weapon upgrades. 1,000 experience seems a lot. Right, I'll do that one. And then head out and around. Anyone? Muradin? Oops. Oop, there we go. See this? That's my right mouse button messing up. Just got yourself a G600. Okay. Oop, God, there goes my mouse again. Can't say I'm playing with a sticky mouse. Must replace it immediately, yeah. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to do mine fairly soon. Because it's the button itself that isn't quite clicking solidly. What have you got in the trading post? 20 for sumptuous fur. Not quite enough. We can at least go... the brand Logitech. Okay. I do like Logitech mice. Okay, let's pick up a bunch of random herbs. Good evening, Gwilyn. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been? See, now these we can also pass on to Jawakening. And Jawakening can do this himself now as well, which is also cool. Just messaged Logitech, asked them for a mouse, make a review of it. Look, my microphone. Yeah, that's true. Thestacia. If I approach companies, then I'm sure some of them will be quite happy to pass on some products for me to have a look at. I certainly don't mind reviewing them. There we go. You had a Naga that had problems, so it's totally off Razor now. Okay, that's fair enough. I think some people either love them or hate them. You say try one. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the shape of them would work for me. But with all those buttons, I think I would get very, very confused. Okay, Big Andy, thank you ever so much for hanging out tonight. With investment, make your experience so much better. Just imagine all of those frames. You got a Razor Naga, which has died before. By replacement micro switches, a bit fiddly, now using a scimitar. Okay, excellent. That's a lot of hex weave. There we go. And then, where are you? You're hiding around the back. Come on. 26 work orders. Done. And we're out of fur. I think I've got some in the guild bank though. Hold on. Let's get a mobile bank going. There we go. You get used to the mouse buttons on your thumb. Okay, I'll have to give it a go, definitely. You have the Logitech G700s. Okay, you tried Naga once and it didn't suit you. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to go somewhere and just give them a go, see what they're like. Sumptuous fur. That's in the top. Okay, let's take a couple more stacks. And work orders. Have we got enough? Yeah, we've done everything. So we need to do our rush orders. Pick those up. And then we can go and get some more going. That should get me in lots of sumptuous fur. There we go. Yeah, definitely have to go in and have a look. It's a good plan. You could not adjust to the thumb buttons for a nice 3-button mouse. Yeah, I think that's where I'm currently at, Gwilyn. But I'm not adverse to giving something a go. I'll certainly try it. Okay, back to Dwarven District. We need to post up our Obliterum. And we've probably got enough to make another Hexweave bag, possibly. Yeah, we've nearly got enough for 2 Hexweave bags there. We've got enough plushies for the moment. I don't think I've sold any more plushies since.
What's happening?
What's happening? We're going to sell our junk. There we go. And then we're going to... Now what do I want to do with this? Disenchant it or vendor sell it? I'm going to vendor sell it. Because it's quite close in price. There we go. That's what's great about your Logitech. There's a few extra thumb buttons, but not too many to be overwhelming. And you can use it like a mouse. Okay. 12 buttons if you're serious about PvE. Very helpful for multiple keybinds. Yeah, I can imagine that. Oh, thank you, Danny, for the cheer. Okay, well, I hope you get some good rest, and I hope your cold gets better, Danny. And thank you ever so much for the cheer. Sleep well and rest easy. When your Naga dies, you're going to switch to the Hex. Ah, okay. I'm not familiar with the range, so I don't know which is which and what they do differently. Okay, Hexweave bag. We can make another one, so let's get another one on the go. Feral cold going around. Both your kids had it, but you're immune. Okay, excellent. Have a rest. It'll be over in a few days. Yeah, having just gotten over being ill myself last week, I can sympathise. Okay, so post scan. What are we missing? Nightborn Delicacy Platter. Obliterating going on for 489. And the Hexweave bag still going for 2199. Okay, so that's on for that. 1 stack of 5. Obliterating for 11 stacks of 6. Let's try that. And the Hexweave bag on for 1. There we go. Are you liking TSM4? Yes, I am. On the whole deck. I basically... Oh, and there we go. We just sold the 2 Hexweave bags. Fantastic. I'm liking TSM4. There are a few things that frustrate me. One being the smart cooldowns not being available, and 2 being the cancel scans having to repeat it several times before it actually catches everything. Other things, like there's a recent change to the ledger, which I don't like how they've done the changes to the ledger. I liked how it was before with all the summaries, but those are all minor really compared to the main things which do work. The crafting, the way the groups work, arranging groups, making operations, the whole core of TSM is so much better in 4. For me, the usability for that, makes it sort of worth going through the beta. Oh, you had it over the weekend. Youch, Gwilyn. Sorry to hear that. Bought a few mouses with the buttons on the side, end up giving them away because they did not feel good. If you're ever thinking of getting one, ask a friend or family to ask if you could try it out. Go to a store and see if they have them out of the box, see what feels in your hands. Yeah, definitely. I could try my son's mouse. That has a few extra buttons on it. Hexweave bag sale type. Yeah, absolutely. What have we got? Stone Dark Snail and Fahrenheit Fizz sales. Okay, we'll pick those up. Right, it's about time we moved on to another character, so let's get over to... How long have we got? About half an hour. So let's go over to Earthen and get the leatherworking sorted out. Still have a sore throat. Been 4 days now. Youch. Sorry to hear that, Gwilyn. It really is a pain having colds, especially when the sun's shining. Buttons on the side are nice if you like to keybind. I would imagine that they would be really handy as a healer if I wanted to do different spells, and using something like Healbot or Voodoo, I could do different spells for different functions. Because at the moment I use a combination of Control, Shift and Alt, as well as the middle, left and right mouse buttons. Excuse me. Right, what have you got, Earthen? How was your drums sales? Let's get the expires. So we've got Journeying Slacks, interesting. Mace, Stonehide Leather Barding, and some drums, and some more Crafted Dreadful Gladiators again. Okay, so we are getting some sales of that. You have your key down to jump, run, nothing major, just lets you move easier with the keyboard. ESDF. Oh, interesting. You shifted it over one. I'd never even thought of doing it that way. super useful, as you can keybind the mouse. Oh, it's got a tilt left and right. Okay, I don't get on with tilts left and right. They get in the way of my scrolling up and down. Then your fingers stay on the home keys for typing. Ah, I see. Let's run a post scan. Need some help soon from someone with knowledge of Blogspot. Ah, okay, Jack. I've not used Blogspot itself. I'm not sure how it works. But I've used WordPress a fair amount. Diffing on Blogspot, Alchemy Transmute Master List. Hey Rasheen, how are you? Love my operation name for Bear Tartar. Sell lots of it. That's the plan. How are you, Rasheen? Thanks for stopping by. You used to be on Blogspot in the early days. Okay, there we go. Gold Queen's your knowledge fonts for that one. Lasers. Try lasers. What's lasers? Interesting. Doing all right here, thanks, Rasheen. We're just going through. We've done all our major maintenance-y restocking, relisting. We did a bit of an Embersilk farm. Embersilk's up at 62 gold per cloth on Shadow Song here, so I'm seeing if that's going to last. Maybe, maybe not. Now we're just going through and sorting earthen out with all your bits and pieces, so not doing too badly. Right, we got all that, and that's on. Let's do a quick check for leatherworking items. If there's anything shopping wise we need to buy that's a decent price. Last but not least, size does matters, yeah. Make everything less boring. Pew pew. Hey Sporkus, how are you? What do you say is the best way to slowly construct groups? Tried having everything related to each profession in subgroups. I was thinking of arranging it by different shuffles, mats for specific stuff. I'm worried it might make everything into a spaghetti mess of messy groups. Well, my groups are fairly messy themselves. Hold on one moment, I'm just going to buy this stonehide leather. At 1 gold 69. Storm scale, probably not so much. Magnificent hide, possibly at 93, but I'll leave that for now. So what I usually do is, if you have a look at, say, something like leatherworking, which is quite small at the moment. One group for a frozen orb, eternal shuffles, check prices, and group for primal shuffles. Yeah, I mean, I've got all my shopping usually in the same group and subgroups, and that way I can quickly just click through each one and do each one. And then my professions I've got all as part of the main subgroup. Like for instance, the leatherworking, I've just done basically bags, barding, and every time there's a new thing that I want to create, then I make a new subgroup within the crafts for me. And then if there's items I want to look for shopping, I would categorize them by things like water drain or herbs and ore, and that's got all of the herbs and ore in one group for shopping. So I've got my crafts and my shopping split, but that's just how my brain works. Pick your brain about tailoring. Not sure if you do it, but you're missing a tailoring group. And TSM does not have smart groups like TSM 3. Okay, what's the group you're missing, Gold Queen? Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the joke earlier. Is it a website or a tool? Makes lasers make everything less boring. Pew pew. Oh right, okay. So it wasn't a tool or an add-on or something. It was just literally just a troll. Okay, fair enough. You're missing an entire group. You had to import Shayra's tailoring group, but it brings it all the operations, and she has a lot of them. Yes, definitely. I'm not sure in terms of like actual groups of things, because I basically just, if I need to add something to a group, I make it first and then I put it into the group, rather than say using something external like Grouper, which you can do, which is quite handy if you use the database and things like that to categorize things. Like you can use the Grouper website to do that. You can open a fresh and it says, hey, do you want to make a group? Yeah, and it literally just pulls everything in. Yes. I haven't done that in a long while, Gold Queen, so literally all of mine have been just constructed by hand slowly. So unfortunately I can't help you on that one. I don't actually have... I'm sure I've got missing stuff, because I'm actually... The way I think about it is, rather than have the whole profession coming in, I'd rather have a completely blank slate of nothing in there, and then slowly add the things that I want to add in there. Yeah. Looking for sympathy. Well, you've certainly got sympathy. Yeah, it was a handy feature being able to pull it all in. That's for sure. Right, okay, so we're done that. Do we need to actually restock on anything? Hold on. Let's have a look. We sold 1 Drums of Fury there. Leatherworking restocks. Groups. Leatherworking restock. Just the journeying slacks that we made. I've got plenty of raw beast hide, so journeying slacks of the Peerless we made. Let's try that. Run a post scan. Did that actually work? Yeah, 1,400, there we go. We'll post that. And I think I might try the Gladiators stuff again. Your current stolen group puts some items at 150% crafting price, which is nice for random shoes of the whale, but horrifying for Mooncloth Robe. Yes, which is why I do things manually, because something like Mooncloth Robe I definitely want to have as a specific bespoke in its own group kind of thing. I think, where is mine? Mooncloth Robe, yeah, it's there. Do we need to sell any more Bear Tartar, I wonder? I think we've got enough for the moment. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Oh, we need to do daily cooldowns. Hold on. Let's just do those. No worries, Gold Queen. Hey, Black Knight, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Regular one. Close that. Burnished leather. Secrets of Draenor leatherwork. We need to go pick up some spare recipes with all this lot that we've been making. And then hardened. Let's try another one. We can make quite a lot of this. Not hide spoulders. Okay, that'll do. Right. Let's move on to Awakening. Just for the last bit of today. Oh, thank you very much for the host. Go to dashboard to check your hosting me. Okay, now on to my lovely Worgen. Awakening. So he's had a change of heart, come over to the Alliance, which has been brilliant. Oh, we need to make sure we're over to Stormwind. It's one of the things we want to do. But first, I'm actually going to go straight to my Garrison and do the herbalism daily, because that's going to be good for my skill ups. And then we can work our way back from there. Hey, Inuavin, how are you? How's the road to 5 million? Not too bad. Ah, and TJ, how are you? Right, let's go around this way. We're performing slightly under target, I would say, with everything so far. But I'm not too concerned, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my abilities over time by expanding on my professions. So we're still making gold, which is good. That's the main thing. Just started working towards the chef's hat. Can you only get 2 tokens a day? You should be able to easily get 3, because some of the quests do give you 2 tokens as a reward. So if you do the Stormwind and the old Dalaran ones, you can get 3, usually out of just doing those 2 daily quests. I think you can also do Shatrath as well, but I never did it myself. So this is good because we're levelling up our herbalism, 273. Can do that. Pick up some more herbs. Order some more herbs. And that's done. Hey Sleepy, how are you? Anything else I really need to do here? Complete that. Finalise the plot. There's an inn. Level 2. Then we can start getting some proper people in there. Hey Skizio, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I think I'll just leave that for now. I'm not going to get too distracted on those. And let's go to Dalaran next. Right, okay. The quest in Old Dalaran normally gives 2 for handing in the quest. Sometimes 1, but the others will give 2. Normally just 1. Yeah, so you can pretty much get 3 guaranteed by doing the 2. Right, okay. You med me and angle. What does that mean, TJ? My favourite angle. Interesting. Oh, you just got unlucky, did you? Okay. Just fly into a wall. Right, what's Awakening doing? About 3 a day. He's too impatient for the time-walking vendor. Yes, that's the other thing. If Wrath of the Lich King time-walking's on, you can get them quicker that way. Stormwind, that's where I'm going. Let's try to remember what I was doing here. Is there any Alchemy World quests that I should be looking at? Stormheim, Suramar, Safekeeping. No, can't see anything. Okay, we want to go to Stormwind. I want everyone to be in the same place, really. Oh, we misspelled angel on purpose. Ah, right, okay. Oh, is it this week, the Wrath of the Lich King? I don't know. I don't follow when the time walking is. But yes, if you do the time walking, apparently, Ignis was here. Ignis would tell me about it. Was telling me about it many months ago. Doing the time walking gives you Epicurean's awards, or access to them somehow, and you can get them a lot quicker that way. But I don't know the actual specifics myself. Yes, you can buy it. There you go, Ignis, thank you. I remember you saying about it ages ago, and I hadn't done it at the time. There we go. Make this your home, please. Accept. There we go. You'd use time walking badges to buy the Epicurean awards at the time walking vendor. Ah, there you go. Thank you, Sleepy. Okay, no worries, TJ. Thanks for stopping by. Know what I'm doing all this week? Yeah, definitely. Good plan. Okay, the Obliterating expired. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I've got thumbs appearing in the middle of me for some reason. Okay, we'll ignore that and go on to our Alchemy. Let's have a look. What can we do daily cooldown so far? Living steel we can do. We've got some trillium bars. So that we can do. We can transmute the living steel with our daily cooldown. We'll need to go and get some more trillium bars. So that's going to be something to do as well. Emote is part of Sam's stream now. Yeah, I've got no idea what happened there. Check this. Oh, hold on. Let me just move that closer. I didn't mean to buy this price. Oh, please have it back. Ouch. What do you do? Pointing home. Do you give it back? I mean, they have asked you nicely. Recently got Transmute Master to hope for Living Steel procs. Yeah, I haven't had any procs yet, but I've only done it 3 times. I should go for bed. Okay, TJ. Good night, and thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame if people don't look at the prices when they buy stuff. I know I've accidentally bought things myself. 120k for Sharp Sprite Thorn. Oh, it wasn't you selling it. Oh, okay. But if it happened to you, I would. I think I would as well, because I think I'd make. I've done that myself. Okay, so what have we got on auction wise for this character? I'm sure we should have some. Where's our living steel? I'm sure we had one on. Or did we not? Or did we sell it? Okay, interesting. Let's try a post scan. Have we got anything on? Oh, now I've got Kappa coming. There's something going screwy with my mouse pointer. Complaining about, there you go, 4.5 million even though it's a decent price. What's that for? Did I miss that? Seeing people talking about you in WoW Economy. Complaining about 4.5 million even though it's a decent price. If they had the item, they would price it higher. Yeah. Hey, Chevalk, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So currently, Obliterating, yeah, we can put on. That's fine. We'll post that. Oh, Mr. Stoical, thank you ever so much for the cheer. It's very kind of you. Savage Snowballs, I've got no idea if those will sell. The Obliterating, we'll put the 1 on. There we go, we can do that. Okay. Someone screenshotted a whisper from you explaining why the Pendulum of Doom is that expensive, an alternative being buying from Twisting Nether for 3.5 million. Then you got talked for no reason. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry to hear that, Pointy. Right, we need an operation here. Groups. Okay, cooking, favourite shopping. Okay, well actually we do need a favourite shopping. So we're going to make a new one. and we're going to call it Alchemy stuff. And into this we're going to add trillium bars first. We're also going to look out for whiptails because we need them. And what was that other thing we had? Cinder bloom itself. We've got a cinder bloom petal, but we haven't got any cinder bloom itself. Okay, that's fine. See, it's a lesson in this person. Watch out how much you pay. Yeah, definitely. Also, it's a public channel. Should have blacked out your name. I guess, yeah, from an ethics point of view, they should really. I think advertising people's names, I think, is probably bad form, or like at least pointing them out. Certainly so. Do all the alchemy transmutes share the same cooldown? I know some do, but do all of them? I don't know, Black Knight. Jack would know though. Only the daily cooldowns do. Right, okay. So those are the first things that we've been looking into. What I need now is Jack's list up. Actually, no, what we're going to do, we've done the shopping of those bits, but we're also going to do another professions group. Here we go, a new profession. Alchemy. Okay, and in here we're going to make a group and we're going to call this Living Steel. There we go. All except True Gold and Primal Might. Okay, you're a goblin as they are, but what do they expect me to sell something expensive for pocket change? It's because they don't like to spend the gold. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when you think about it. It's just it's the wrong mentality, as I would say. There we go. Living Steel is in here. So Living Steel, crafting cost is 1456, based off of the Spirit of Harmony times 3 and the Trillium Bar times 3. So actually, I've got Spirit of Harmonies quite cheaply at the moment, if 3 are costing 655. That's because I have been buying them cheap, so I could make I could do some more things. What am I trying to sell? I'm going to be selling Living Steel, Mr. Sepical. What we're doing at the moment is we're just starting the journey into alchemy, and I'm resetting up my groups to be part of the whole Samadan groups. So what we're doing here is just literally starting something new. So group operations, we're going to add in a crafting standard 110. Let's just check this, see how this would look. So 48 hours, post cap, yeah, stack size 96, 110% crafting. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Spirit's like 350 on your yeah, normally they're pretty high. I haven't seen what they are at the moment. Let's have a look first. So yeah, Spirits of Harmony and Ore was one of the things we were looking at. Ghost Iron Ore. And then Spirit of Harmony, yeah, it's currently at 359. And the Moat of Harmonies is a tenth of that, thereabouts. Yet my mat cost is coming in at 218 because I've actually got 84 of them with an average purchase price of 218. So I've actually picked up some really cheap Spirits of Harmony over the course of the past sort of month or two. So I'm really pleased about that, which gives me a decent enough stock that I can transfer over. And I'm wondering whether to use them up What's the best use of them is the thing to think about here. Is it to use it on living steel transmutes, or are there better uses for Spirits of Harmony? That's a question. And the other thing is use 80 in like half a week. Okay. Dipping into wowgold.blogspot. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's have a look at your alchemy list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe just post up this living steel now. Let's go select all groups, run a post scan. So Savage Snowball we did, living steel currently going for 2721. That seems like a decent price. That's a good profit, 1,200. So I'm going to try and sell this living steel, post that up. So that's a good start. And then the other thing we need to look for is alchemy stuff. We were looking for whiptails, of which there were a few. What did we need? Let's have a look at the list. For the treasure finding, potion of treasure finding, wasn't on that list, was it? What I need to do is bring up the actual potion of treasure finding. Oh, we need to do a daily cooldown, 6 of drain or alchemy. Let's create that. Yeah, Cinderbloom was the other one. Treasure finding. Let's actually add this to the favourites. Then we've got it easily. And so we want Stormvine, Cinderbloom. Now Stormvine was the problem we had. There's hardly any on of Stormvine. So we need to do some shopping for this. Stormvine. There's just one of 24. Currently that's cheap. So I'm going to buy that now. 1 gold 20. No, there's 24 of those. And Heart Blossom. Heart Blossom. We need 6 ideally. There's 16. Yep, that seems a reasonable price as well. So I'm going to go pick those up as well at the same time. I haven't got my macro. There we go. You're around. Whiptail's cheap. Cinderbloom's been dropping recently. Shara's Veil are extortionate. Okay, that's an interesting one, Frappuff. So I'm buying up everything at the moment. And Cinderbloom was the other thing we wanted. Cinderbloom. No Cinderbloom, and that was the one we went off and tried to collect. So let's go and have a look at what we've got so far. Let's pick up all of that. So what we can now do is into our group for alchemy stuff, favourite shopping. We're going to expand this and we're going to call this group Potion of Treasure Finding in ingredients. This is probably too big. So let's just take that for now. After you're done, take a look at Saronite ore and bar and titanium ore and bar. Really good profits. Okay. Will do, Jack. So from this, from the parent, we take the whiptail and we add that in. And then our new things, the storm vine, the heart blossom, and the cinder bloom we couldn't get. And there's no auctions on at the moment. So cinder bloom's the problem there. So that's fine. Usually make fell steel quite profitably as well. And true gold. Yep, true gold's on the list as well. So now we've got the trillium bar. Actually, let's make that in its own group so things aren't lost in a subgroup. Trillium bar can go in there like that. Okay. So what were we looking for? Oh yeah, after you're done, take a look at Saronite ore and bar and titanium ore and bar. Right, okay, let's have a look. Shopping. Saronite. Saronite bar. Okay, loads of stuff, hold on. Saronite bar / exact. Saronite bar, okay. Those bars are cheap. Right, okay. 59. Region market average is 52. So the mat cost is telling me 78 based on market value. Yeah, there's just 2 of them. Well, whilst there's only 2, let's take them because then we've got them and we can add them into our other thing. And then Saronite ore. Let's have a look at those. Now, Saronite ore is a very similar price, in fact. Best way to mix different cost acceptable and fast leveling. What's the best way to mix efficient, cost acceptable and fast leveling of alchemy and engineering to 600? Well, the cheapest way I was able to get my alchemy up was buying a whole load of cheap Walls of Draenor herbs and making Walls of Draenor potions. That really got me up to 600 really quickly. Okay, so we'll ignore that one. Okay, no worries, Gold Queen. Thanks ever so much for hanging out. So let's also look at titanium bar. Titanium bar currently at 360. Crafting cost of 630. Region market is 477. So this seems fairly cheap. And alchemy can be done with the seeds. Yeah, that's true. Not me forever. No, still here. Yeah, the bars do seem cheap. So I'm going to pick up the one of 5. How much is that going to cost me? Oh, that's not working. Stack. Be nice if that was working. Hold on. Let's right. Oh no, now I've broken it. Hold on. Okay, titanium bar. 369. No, what was the cheapest one? Hold on. We'll try and fix that again. Recent searches. Titanium bar exact. There we go. 360. We want the one of 5. Okay. So we're going to do that. Now, ideally, I'd buy up more than these, but I don't have the gold for it. Engineering can be leveled with Goblin Gliders from Wars of Draenor, if you have the recipe. Or you can use Laystone Boy. I'm not sure how cost effective that is. Interesting. Right, so what am I doing with these titanium bars and saronite bars? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your list. Pick those up and look at the list. Okay, Alchemy. We got a Trillium bar. That use Ghost Iron bars. We haven't looked at Ghost Iron bars yet. All the Wild Jade stuff. True Gold. Primal Titanium bar needs 8 saronite bars. Okay. Right, so you need 8 saronite bars to make 1 titanium bar. So what did we have? Titanium bar. Transmute titanium. Okay, so the crafting cost for that is not so good because our saronite mat cost is based on the 53, which is our average buy price, because we've got 2 of them, so we haven't got enough of them anyway to make titanium bars. Okay. And you smelt the titanium bars with some Eternals into Titan steel, and then you can sell those. Right. Okay. So Titan steel, is that something I'm missing? Or is that's a blacksmithing thing, isn't it? Talk to train, talk to the train on War Spear. Oh, that's for the you have a chance to discover that other transmutations is another good thing though. But that's currently not giving me a good crafting cost for that. From looking at that one. So what else have we got here? The Riddle of Steel is the higher one of the 2, using the Spirit of Harmony. So we could do with that. It might well have had a cooldown before. I know they've changed things. True Gold is the other thing we need to look at. Okay, so True Gold, Volatiles, Fire, Air and Water. We've got this. The Pyrium bar. Where have we got some Pyrium bar? Okay. Hey, Immersion, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, just realised what the time is actually. It's getting a bit late, so I was going to do this one. Whoops, pressed the wrong button there. Pyrium bars. Let's have a look for Pyrium bars. Can we make Pyrium bars? Let's have a look. Pyrium bar. Ew, that's pricey. The crafting cost is actually 18 gold, based off of volatile earth and elementium bar. So elementium bar is currently 30 gold, according to this. The pyro... okay, right. Okay, pyrium's on the cooldown. Okay, thank you. I'll not do that, that's the daily cooldown. And that's shared. Right you are. So pyrium... What did we search for? Let's have a look. Pyrium bars. So we wanted some of these. We haven't got any of them. Okay, so she had to cool down. Okay. Pyrium transmute for the win. Only profitable daily use on your server. Interesting. So it's different for you, Black Knight. Okay, all the rest sold at a loss. Okay, hey Wolf of Wall Street, how are you? Although you're farming the ore, which is easy to get from the treasure finding when you get a volatile farming group going. Right, okay. So pyrite ore times 2 into bars. Right, okay. Pyrite ore. There's 3 of those. I've actually got 9 of them in the guild vault because I picked them up. Use 1 daily for pyrium and 1 for living steel. Okay. Right, okay. I think I'm probably going to leave that for now, because we've at least got the living steel done and we've at least started with our groups. So what I'm going to do is swap. You haven't got any sales yet, but you've got your living steel on, which is good. Earthen's got his stuff going, so we're going to swap back over to Samadan. There's also a Zolgara farm you could do for life, earth, and the ore and some gems. Okay. That's cool, Mr. Typical. Okay, right. Let's just finish up with checking on Samadan's sales. How are we doing with those? Okay. So we are looking at nothing in the mail. And how are the sales looking? It said 0 sold auctions. No, it is. It's saying it's 5 sold auctions. There we go. So we've got 7,800 coming in from those sales, but as they're not in yet, we won't count them. So what we're going to do the honeycomb is air and life, stacked highly and gems. Okay, Fretpuff. Right. So let's look at my gold. How are we doing? Still not... Oh, let's move this across. Still not quite where I would like to be yet. But we've just started, really. Let's just pop this down. And we're going to look at the road to 5 million graph. There we go. There we go. It's got everything up. So, for tonight, we just finished off. It's the 22nd now, but it's only just. So we are currently at 1,140,709 gold. Okay, good night, Commander Bond. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. So we are definitely off target. Looking at this, if we carried on at this trajectory, we would be way off our 5 million. But what I'm hoping to do is spike this up with some more sales later on. So even though we're just under 100,000 off, what we need to do is think about how we're going to accelerate this over time, because I'm not expecting this to be a linear progression. We're trying to do some groundwork now, you know, like what we're doing with the alchemy at the moment, to try and keep things ticking along. Obviously it's going upwards, which is the main thing. It is 4.5 with the rep, absolutely front puff, all on a goblin. That's true. Apologies, cat said hi. No worries, Embersilk. Yeah, so basically I know there's it's going to be cheaper with the reputation, but what I want to do is make sure I've got at least 5 million so that I've got some capital. That's the thing. So that's my aim. We're doing okay. Happy with that so far. Anyone have any tips for resetting markets every time you try to either end up selling or people dump their supply? Yeah, it depends on the market and it depends on when you do it. We've got some lavish feast sales. That's good. Be nice if that Embersilk sold, but we'll see how that goes. Trolling the crap out of a goblin on your realm. I think the key, the Black Knight, is to be on top of the market for the period at which you want to reset it, and just keep coming back to it, and you have to think about how far you're willing to go and how much stock you really want to collect of it. Yeah, it depends on how easy it is to get, as Jack said as well, definitely. He buys 100 to 200, sets to his price, you put another 200 the day after. Yeah, I've not really done netherweave bags myself. Right, it's getting late here, so I'm going to have to call it a night myself. Once again, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having all your company tonight. Let's have a look and see who's on. Ooh, we have a choice. It looks like Gregor's actually on. I haven't thrown a host over to Gregor before. I haven't seen him stream. So let's go throw some love over to Gregor and say hello. And let that run through. So thank you everyone. It's been lovely. I will next be on Wednesday, so you can catch me then. If you haven't already and you're interested in one of my art giveaways, I'm running an art giveaway at the moment on YouTube. I've got a video up there, same name, Samadan Plays WoW, and I've got 2 drawings up, a Ogron and Jastor Gallywix. There we go, thank you Jack. It's the latest video, I put it up today, and so all you have to do is comment in that video, and I'm letting that run for the next, till the end of the month, till the 31st. So if you'd like to be in for a chance to win one of my sketches, just leave a comment in the video below. And let's throw a host over. With the ghost sofa. Right, let's see if I can type Gregor's name correctly for the host. Right, there we go. So we're going to send a host over to Gregor, say hello, and send him some love. And thank you everyone for hanging out tonight, and I shall see you again very soon. Good night, farewell, and happy gold making.